See you later.
Actually, I lied. I don't know if I really want these anywhere. Maybe up here.
Maybe.
We'll see if they fall down. Giant TV for no reason. Yeah, I know. There was just space on the wall, and I was like, what can I do? Yeah. I was like, I honestly wanted.
I have about 25 TVs.
I wanted a big TV there, but then I was like, whatever, we could just decorate.
Which is super cool, though.
Yeah, it feels more me vibe, and then
I feel it.
this is whenever I need or want type vibe, and then like chilling with the sun.
Of course.
Myself.
Of course.
In my closet.
At least there's stuff in there.
Yeah. Just chilling in an empty closet.
It'll be a different
just blank, just literally nothing.
I'll put pads on it for you.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Super cute.
Guys, welcome back to ShitGigs&Topics. Today's meal is brought to you by Nick the Greek. If you ever had it, up to you. Today I was hungry, and my guest here, she was already getting a little like, I'm nervous. I'm like, we're about to eat in front of people. I was like, let me feed you, actually. So we might be munching a little during this.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm okay with it. You guys will be okay with it. It's just going to be one of those things. It's lunchtime, and we can't skip it. You know.
Of course not. We can't skip meals.
No, guys.
Can't skip meals.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, obviously I've done my Instagram stalking. I've stared at your life a little bit through just whatever Mir has been giving to me via social media. But I like to ask you, who are you?
Do I have to do the same accent?
No. You can do any kind of accent.
Well, I am Karla Arias.
Karla Arias.
Yes. Arias, yeah.
That one you can say with an accent, I guess.
Technically, I'm not saying it with the accent if I say it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Technically, the accent is in English.
In English, right? Yeah. So you were saying it in an accent.
In an accent. Hey, you're good at this. You're good at this. That's why you're the host, right?
The hostess or the mostess. Just kidding.
So, Karla Arias.
So you're Hispanic?
I am Mexican, yes.
What's the difference between Mexican and Hispanic?
I think Hispanic is more like an umbrella term.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's Mexican tech then?
Well, Mexican is specifically where I'm from.
Mexico?
Yes, I was actually born in Mexico. Born in Mexico.
She's legal, guys. We're good.
So they say, no.
Whatever happened to your guess? I thought
brought to you from Mexico. No.
She's like, back in Mexico.
Here we go back.
Oh my gosh. I'll climb the wall. We'll be back.
We'll just build another one.
Easy dealings. Damn. So at a young age, did you move from Mexico over?
Yes, I came over when I was 1 year and 4 months.
Technically, does that? No, huh? I'm like, how does that? Can you get naturalized even if you're a baby? You move over
yes,
really early.
Definitely. We came at the age or the time where they were doing, what are they called? Amnesties. So they did an amnesty, and my dad went to go put paperwork for us so we can live here.
I want to hear
legally.
I want to hear this story. So, I'm assuming back in the day, it's probably easier. Did you ask your parents at all, how that process was? And if it was, kind of, annoying or it was easy?
Well, I mean, at first, I was just living life not knowing anything.
Of course, you're a kid.
Of course, I'm a kid. But once we started having to do appointments with them, having to go there, I started seeing how hectic and crazy and nervous my parents would get.
Like customs and stuff like that.
Not so much customs. Like they
what is it called, guys? The embassy thingy?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Where do you go to get your citizenship?
It's like the embassy, and then you have to have appointments to see the specific people. So it takes forever. I do believe the system is not for you to get here. But
Yeah, no.
yeah,
No.
yeah, definitely. So my father applied, I want to say, in amnesty of 87 or amnesty of 89. So as soon as we hit here, my dad got to paperwork. But I didn't get full permanent residency until I was a sophomore in high school.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Dang, just imagine those fights, like girls just trying to attack you and like, we're going to send you back to Mexico.
I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
You're like, I don't even know.
No, and honestly, like, thankfully, there wasn't really anybody who spoke to me like that.
That's lit. You never got bullied?
Yeah, I guess you could say yes, but
Not for that.
not too much. I've been pretty cool my whole life, I guess. Pretty chill, pretty cool, I think funniness is what gets me around and gets me by.
No one would go out of their way and be like, you're a stupid ass.
I'm like, no entiendo, no sé lo que dices, perdón, adiós.
Yeah, I don't understand Spanish that much, but that got me. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, man.
I mean,
I need to learn more Espanol, too. I've been on a sad journey that has been inconsistent, but when I was driving a lot, I was just listening to an audiobook, and I would just like rep that all the time and rep that all the time and rep that all the time. But I never really practiced too much like at home, even though my roommate literally is a fluent Spanish speaker. He just reverts to English like too often.
It's much more comfortable, to tell you the truth. Even though Spanish is my first tongue, my first language, we're raised here.
But like, I want to have a conversation and then like no one knows you guys are having except for, so like, I don't know, like having your own, like having a separate language or just multiple languages too, I think for one breaks boundaries between you and that other individual association. Yeah. Because like, I don't know how many times where I ran into it and I was like, does anyone speak it better? Anybody speak it better than me? I don't even speak, but I would try to understand. I said, we could break it down. You can use your hands.
Yes. Well, I do think it opens doors. Like, if we go forward, my youngest daughter, she's 8 right now.
Hey.
She was completely fluent in about 4 or 5 languages by the age of 4. Self-taught. I didn't teach her.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was like,
teach her. I barely know Spanish and I barely know English.
Why
Don't ask me to do grammar.
She just went out on her own. She's like, yeah, I'm going to start learning.
Well, the 2 little ones, my 2 little kids, they're autistic. And to me, it's like having superpowers.
Yeah.
One of her superpowers was the absorption of languages.
That's wild.
And countries and flags and everything you could think about, like she can soak it all in. I
think knowledge is power. It's how you can use those. And I think just given the right tools, maybe, I feel like even with, I think it might be actually easier now that I like, I draw on into my own life, being a little like autistic, there's noise that you just don't hear.
Yes.
So like,
yes.
So like you can focus up and you can, operate in a different realm in a different way. And there's so many like advantages I feel like to that, and her being able to like, have that ability to like just not even recognize that noise.
Right.
That's like pretty sick.
Which is honestly like beautiful.
Yeah. Back in the day, people would be like, oh yeah, when you kid, like,
yeah.
You wish you had a little autism in you.
Yes, honestly.
We all got a little tism, first off.
Yes, the spectrum is quite large. So a lot of people that say they're not, they probably are.
All the way, baby, that spectrum, you know what I'm saying? We might be here, we could be there. You might be here.
On any given day.
Have you seen that show? The Love for...
Yes, I have. Mainly because I'm like, all right, so... with neurodivergency, with autism, as a parent, it hit hard at first. Like, oh, my kid, my son, my daughter.
Yeah, you feel as though it's like a defect. You don't understand.
Yes.
Like you get a dog
Don't
from the
understand.
pound, but like it only has like, one working eye. You're like,
Yeah.
what did you do?
Yeah, and you don't understand. And then
Was it me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of self-blame. I could see that.
Absolutely. Like, what could I have done different in the pregnancy? What could I have eaten better? But it's none of that. It's genetic.
Yeah, as it comes
And
down
environmental,
to it,
but it's genetic. Yeah.
yeah, it's a tough really roll of the dice. Like you can never know. I don't know. We'll see the technology nowadays.
Right.
They're gonna be like,
right.
yeah, your kid, by the way, is gonna come out with this, and that.
Right.
If you'd like, we could try to manipulate the genes a little before
Yes.
they fully develop, but it's gonna cost you $3.3 million.
But you can do it. But you can do it.
But you can do it.
But you can do it.
If not, just adapt. You'll be okay.
Yeah. And honestly, like, you fast forward, I now think it's a superpower. I don't see much negativity in the way they function, brain-wise or intellectual-wise. Socially, yeah.
So that's just the cue aspect, I
Yeah.
guess. It's just like that's where a lot of the noise, I feel like, does come from, is if you're not able to even delegate the society that's around you, like you're just going to end up like, oh my God. What do I keep getting? I get the Lonely Boys, I think it was, or something like that. The two kids that kiss each other or something like that.
Oh, the Island Boys.
Island Boys. There we go. Sorry. No, I think the Lonely Boys is
A band
Andy Samberg or something like that. My bad to you guys.
Oof.
Yeah, the Island Boys. But like, I don't think that kid's autistic, but he talks as though he is because of the way that, he developed his speech in the environment and the people, like, and the things that like just come out of his mouth. I was just like intrigued to be like, what is this? Like, is this entertainment? Is this how you live?
Honestly, I don't even know about those.
And you just got like nothing but face tat. I mean, just do it for the. Are you a mole in the system? Like, are they just planning you to distract us?
Honestly, those two kids, I feel like I wish there was a time machine so we can love them, so people can love those kids. Cause
never got a hug as a child, huh? Never got a hug.
You know.
I know. I feel bad whenever my son like gets sad or upset. I'm like, "Do you need a hug?" I was like,
"Yes."
He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Yeah, I was never hugged as a child too." Laughter is my pain.
Is this how I'm supposed to do it, son? No.
He said, "Yes, stupid." Smacks me again. I'm like, what?
And that's something like kids will teach us a lot of things.
Yeah, I definitely felt like rebirth when our son was born. I felt like that was one of those things where I was like, I get to take a step back and relearn everything, and I could rebuild myself because we've taken so much for granted, and this kid has just popped into this world with all of these things, and has to be like, deal with it.
Yes.
You don't get a choice.
No.
It's just like, hey, try to get up to speed.
Yeah. I'm crying. I'm hungry. Come on, get it. Yeah. It's really, especially if it's your first one, right? Like if it's your first baby and you now assimilate this new life, and all it took was birth for the man, right? Because before birth is like you're just regular.
That whole 9 months building up was pretty crazy. Like, I thought every day was longer than the next because as soon as that kid would come, like, time restarts. Like, yeah, it's completely different. I swear, every day up until that kid was born was like the longest days, like, ever.
Yes.
And then after he was born, I was like, dang. Now he's already 2 years and like 3 months. So it's like, dang. Time flies and they grow up pretty fast because now he's already saying shit like butthole. And I'm like, you could just put words together like at the beginning of the year. Now you're trying to like enunciate your ass. Relax.
Well, my daughter just told her teacher and us how children are conceived.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how,
At 9?
and how they're delivered.
At 9?
8.
I know. Oh my God, yes. And I know she was anatomically correct. There's no
Absolutely.
way she was like using like, no, she was
No.
using the words like vagina.
She was using everything a doctor would say
Oh man.
because that's how she learns.
They said, "Hun, we're talking about multiplication." I love the story of how you were born, but can we get back on topic?
She's like, I already finished the multiplication, teacher. So I have spare time.
To talk
Let me
about
tell you about that baby you have in your stomach.
conception. Oh, the
The teacher's pregnant. The teacher's pregnant.
That makes more sense now.
Yes, yes.
So, dang, that's great.
Yes. Yes. So
I can only
like
imagine the things my kid's gonna like try to go off and do and say.
yes. It's actually quite entertaining. Having
Half entertaining.
it's like you get a lot of those moments every single day.
You said what?
And what do they say? And then you said, I'm like, okay, so I don't even need to intervene? Like, no, mother. Like, you're fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, my child she's brilliant. And then my son, he's autistic too. He has more of a challenge. But physically, that boy is gifted.
Hey.
Gifted. Like he is Spider-Man. He is Hulk.
There's another like possibility realm, right? Because there's like, we all talk about like sometimes like, you know, kids with like, pardon my French, but like strength or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's a negative word.
we can't say that, guys.
You can't say that.
But maybe we'll bleep it out. But like literally strength beyond like normal capabilities because of like, again, like triggering something different within yourself that like just normal people just with
neurotypical.
Yeah, like just can't and haven't. Like it's just not in their playbook because of, again, like there's just too much noise.
Right.
And they're able to like silence that extra noise and then just like focus all of it in. So that's pretty wild actually how they're on two levels. One's like, yeah, I can virtually do anything like physicality, and the other one's all like, well, I mean, I can do anything with my mind.
Basically. So I do have two little superhero kids at the house.
They balance each other out a little bit?
They actually love each other, but they don't like each other.
Yeah, I feel that. That's understandable.
Yeah.
What's the age gap?
They're a year and a half apart.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Me and my sister were 2.5 years apart, and we didn't even start to like each other till like later in life anyway.
Yeah, I think that's
not
how
that
it's
it
gonna
mattered
be.
actually to me or anything like that, because there's nothing you can do about it. Like, what are you gonna do? Kill your sister? I wish
Don't say that. Because sometimes.
I know. I'm like,
But sometimes.
don't be stupid. Like, eventually you get to a point to where you're like, oh, okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, but at some points it's like, you're.
I can't stand you.
You're the worst. You're the worst.
You took my toy. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I was
no,
so
yeah.
dumb about that. The space in the car. Get off my side.
What side?
This is why one of you is in the front and the other one's in the back.
Seriously.
And I don't care. She called shotgun first.
That's what it was. That's what it is. No, like taking away from my son that he can't speak, but she called it.
Damn. So he has a hard time of speaking?
Yes, he's barely starting to formulate words. We knew he was able to read at 2. I'm
like, I want to hear your
and
story.
Spell, but he couldn't speak. So it's been challenging to say the least. But
he understands.
Yes.
So he can't get it out, but he understands what's going on.
Yes. I mean, and we got to that conclusion because of his reactions or actions. And once we started figuring out, like, no, like, it's not.
Kind of like a puppy. Kind of like how you see, like, the puppy making
Kind
sense
of.
of, like, everything in the
Yeah,
situation.
and, you have to.
You could see the visual cues.
Yes. So it's kind of like that. You see his little brain working. You see it. You see him responding to, no, don't do that. You have to. Yeah, you see it. So you understand. So then we're like, don't be trying to turn on your autism just because, turn it off right now. All right, you're doing this on purpose.
Dang, that's interesting.
Honestly,
Imagine that,
they're much
picking
smarter.
and choosing, like when you're like all good throughout the day and be like,
yes. Honestly,
it comes in waves, Mom.
no, son, like no. Honestly, they're much smarter than what people give them credit, and they will play you like a fiddle.
Well, that's the interesting thing as well. On and if like the self-awareness of being on the spectrum or called different. I don't know. Like people say I have ADHD, but like what is that? Just everyone has, just
Well,
I've never been diagnosed or anything like that, but like I don't know. I'm just always like happy mood, doing something, up in da da da,
Yes.
shorty,
Yes.
blah.
You know what? I understand that.
So, I don't know. I'm just always
because
searching for
I'm
something to do.
possibly ADHD too.
Yeah. So
Honestly,
and I'm like, what? You're lazy. I mean, that's what that means.
and that's an ADHD thing too.
Calling people lazy.
And calling out, just calling out.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm like notorious.
I just
for
see
just
it. I
calling
just see it
people
as it
out.
is.
Yeah. I just call it as it is. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have no
filter
or reservation of being the way we are. Sometimes it's just that's how we are naturally, right? That's because that's how our brain is. Not everybody's ADHD, and not everybody is.
Yeah, for me, a lot more
autism.
Impulsive sometimes too. Yeah, it's just those things like the control and the impulses, like I was saying, just the dumbest shit.
Yes, word vomit. It's a real thing. I have it. I have it.
I've been able to calm it down throughout the years.
Yes, you learn. We do learn. If it wasn't for my two little, because I have 3 kids. My eldest is almost going to be 20.
Damn.
Yes.
Where do we start, man?
Man, I
So
don't
far
know.
we're getting
We have ADHD. Like
we're getting a lot of juicy details.
we're going to start everywhere and finish nowhere.
Well, we did start in Mexico.
Yes.
So after Mexico, you came into the Americas. Did you come straight to California?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Yes.
In this valley?
We went to LA.
Oh,
Yeah.
So most
Yes,
the way most
it's
go
like the
LA.
righteous of the rite of passage.
Yeah.
You go to LA. We had family in LA. The thing is, like, we had family here already. The way we were able to come over was back in the day. If you were a farmer, you had land, you were able to vouch for your workers. So my family was the farmer, and they did have the land, and they vouched for the rest of the family to start coming over.
Nice.
So that's how our legality in this country started. We hit LA, and then soon after, we came to Fresno, and we've been in Fresno ever since.
Because of more ag?
Yes. The farm was here in Fresno. The ag is here in Central Valley. So, yes, definitely. And something about, like, Mexico or Hispanics or people from other countries, they kind of tend to migrate where their people is at.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, when I was in a Mediterranean spot or a hookah lounge at the time, yeah, those were all the Arabs, Armenians.
So once one person comes, they tell the people, and the
fresh
people
off
come.
the boat, yeah, they be coming, and it'd be the most funny thing I've ever done.
I mean, it can be. Definitely.
But, yeah, that's for me who's on the outside. For the people that are inside, you're like, welcome.
Yeah.
All this is here.
Basically, like, it's kind of like the comfort of, period. It's the comfort of.
Not as much now that you got Trump and ICE and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's
They're trying to, like, rip
thing.
the comfort. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're trying to rip the hands of the people who feed you.
Basically.
Hardest workers. They said, but they do bad things too. I'm like, well, there's balance.
Everybody does good things, and everybody does bad things. To hyper focus on one race is insane to me.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Yes.
Everybody knows what
Yes.
I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Seriously, I think that's kind of wild. Can't hyper focus. Yeah, there was like another reel too that I was watching that was like hyper focusing on like the way like white people used to act to like black people, right? And back in the day, it's just like so f***ed up. Some kid would just be walking and some white person would just stare him down. And I'm like, so glad times have changed because that'd be so annoying. That is so crazy.
It's beyond.
I really hope nothing turns back into that because I'm like,
we have the power to turn it back into that and to stay
why would you
away from
divine?
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No. I'm totally against
conquer.
all that. Divide and conquer. That's what they try to do.
Well,
If we do stay together.
we're going to be okay, guys.
Power of the masses. Yeah.
Seriously. So from LA into the Valley, what did you do for the farm?
I didn't. My parents.
You spoiled brat.
Yes. In that sense, absolutely.
You just got to watch everyone work around you. No, I'm just kidding.
I was a child. I was probably like 2 years old.
But as you grow up, did you guys get out of the farm later?
My father did. My mother has a love for ag. She is Dr. Green Thumb.
Yeah.
She is, and she finds joy in it. So at my house right now, well, at my parents' house right now, there's everything. We have herbs and these kind of trees. And if you're sick and your stomach hurts, my mom got a herb for that too.
Damn.
You know, so she's very holistic, very clean eating.
And we got pot on the side growing.
It's only to put it in alcohol just in case for your arthritis.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. She's the one that taught me that. I technically smoke it.
Don't we all? We don't condone any sort of use of illegal substance.
Unless you buy it at the store.
Yeah, then it's not illegal.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's, I can do it.
You can grow it at home. Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
Literally, here in California, grow your own pot.
And you can legally. Yes, you can. But my mmother stayed in the ag field her entire life. Actually, she is a seasonal migrant worker. So she'll work wherever there is work. My father actually, he started working for. It used to be called Torter Incorporated, which is the people that used to make the green, blue, and gray trash cans. So he would.
What is it called? You said
Toter.
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 That
But that was
familiar.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, my dad became a teacher. He did a technical college. My dad's very, very smart, very able. So he was able to do all that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, his language is the one that keeps him back or kept him back
really?
for a while. Yeah.
No habla inglés.
Poquito.
Oh, wow.
He would speak a little bit. But my dad also developed a type of complex because of his language or because they thought, oh, no, they don't want me here. They don't want me here. So he just came back to being a maintenance man for an apartment complex, which is kind of what he does. He is Mr. Bob the Builder. He builds houses and fixes TVs and fixes plumbing and does everything.
All around guy.
Yes.
All around carpenter.
Yes, all around.
Where is he at now?
He is a little retired man here in Fresno,
Good.
trying to work his way back to Mexico.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Why does he want to go back?
There's a freedom that Mexico provides that he doesn't get here, and it's really peaceful. So, like I was telling you earlier, once I was 15 and I was able or granted my permanent residency, I went back to Mexico with my mom for the first time.
Do you have dual citizenship then?
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. So I never lost it over there. I never technically gave it up.
Su padre, mom, don't they?
My dad.
Don't they both?
My dad is a dual citizen. My mother is as well. Yes. So technically, for us, it's the best thing because we still have deep roots in Mexico. So Mexico provides a peace, like I was trying to say. So we went back to Mexico for 5 weeks. I spent 5 weeks at 15 years old in Mexico, not
Doing
living
what?
there, just daily living. We went to the state of Colima. So my family is from the state of Jalisco. My mom's side moved over to the neighboring state, which is Colima. And when we went, it was the most surreal experience of my life at that time.
How so?
When you grow up here, you go to schools here, the word paisa has a negative connotation to it. Like, you're using that word to talk smack to a Mexican. So lo and behold, that as soon as I crossed the border, we hit a bus stop because we took the bus, and there was a big mural says "Bienvenidos paisanos," and I was like, "What, Mom? Like, why would they be calling us that? We're in Mexico." She's like, "Why are you tripping?" She's like, "Mommy, that's a bad word. Like, they're I don't get it." And I just kept. She's like, "No, mija. Like, paisano means person from where I'm from." So basically,
The hell's paisa then?
it's what they use. They shortened it and they used it.
So basically, it means person. But
It's basically people from where I'm from. Like, es mi paisano. That means, oh, they were born in Fresno too. So me and you could. Well, I can't say I was born in Fresno. Let's just, for this sake, I was born in Fresno. You were born in Fresno, and we met up in Miami. And I was like, "Hey, he's my paisano. We came from the same place. We came from Fresno," and that's what it meant. That's how I took it.
Paisano.
And and that was in TJ. So if you've ever gone to TJ,
No, I've only ever been to Ensenada and the Cabo when we were there.
well, Ensenada, did you drive?
Yeah, we drove around.
So you were able to see, like, you can see some of the really bad, impoverished areas and how the little houses went all the way up the hills, and it's like people stacked on top of people. Well, I lived in Fresno my entire life. Yes, we were poor, or we were, barely making it, but we were rich in comparison to what I saw. It was a culture shock. I never saw little babies working. I had little babies juggling and working, and I saw the little houses and twigs and this and that. I couldn't take in everything I was seeing. Like, I didn't get it. Like, this is Mexico? I was like, no wonder. And then she's like, no, this is just here. So then from there, we took a plane to where we were going. And
gold roads and paved.
In comparison, right? No, but we still live my parents or my family lives in like a town where you have to walk to get your daily food because refrigerators use up electricity and the electricity costs money. So we're conserving. So everything was a surreal experience.
So daily living is daily living. You can't really prepare or like.
Not that way.
So you didn't have a fridge, but you had running water, hopefully.
Yeah, technically.
You had a. She said, if you run the water out of the bucket, it runs.
I learned that in order to take my hot showers that I thought was normal.
Super hot, huh? You like to scorch your body,
basically,
don't you?
Basically.
Yeah, what's up with Latinas and like take a hot shower?
Maybe because I have ADHD and I need a type of sensory input. But hot water in summer, no, it needs to be cold, ice bath.
Ice bath are nice.
Sometimes.
It's tough. It's honestly a mental battle.
It is, absolutely is.
You're like, and it's a lot of breath work. I learned that. The first time.
And I ain't got the lungs for it.
You got to just. Yeah, as soon as you're just like.
You're done. Yeah. You're done. You're done.
My dog's like, what's going on? Dang, so you had to take lukewarm showers?
No, I learned how I had to.
Or you boiled the water?
Yeah, we had to boil our water. Not only did I learn how to boil my water for my showers, I learned that there's actually a thing you can go buy at a little store and you put it in a bucket and it warms up your water because we're spoiled.
Wait, how did it just warms it? Okay, so that's interesting. But it doesn't require power because you had to do all of this without power, right?
Well, that one required power. The stick that goes inside the water, it required power.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, I'm mixing electricity with water. Not dangerous at all, though, you know. And
Just
then
don't stick the cord in there.
the restroom, like they had a
Bowl.
toilet, they have a bowl, but I had to carry my water so I can flush it. Everything was so different. I came back a different person.
The appreciation. She said, flush.
Man, showers.
She said,
Yes, everything we thought is what I'm supposed to have, what normal, what's the bare minimum.
no.
Isn't. Like, isn't. I had to walk daily. But then again, it was a new place, so I was in it. We're gonna do everything you guys do. I want to go. I want to see. I want to experience. I was so like this.
You said 5 weeks?
5 weeks. 5 weeks, and it was during Christmas time. And honestly, it was probably the best time
With no Christmas lights up.
They had Christmas lights, okay? They had Christmas lights. It's actually the most lit, most entertaining Christmas that I probably had till this age.
How many people did you meet like throughout that town? Did you meet like
I was a magnet. I was a magnet.
Well, there's nothing else to do, so.
And I'm the new kid. I'm the new kid on the block.
Yeah, 5 weeks. Like you might as well get comfortable.
Oh, you know, they're like, oh, everybody was coming up to me, and I'm just trying to assimilate. Like, yeah, I'm from here. They're like, no, you're not. Yeah, I was like, yes, I am. No, you're not. I was like, yes, I am.
Let me see your calluses. You're not from here.
It was instant. They knew right away. Like, one, it's a town, so small town, everybody knows everybody. But
Yeah,
the way I dressed, the way I looked, the way I spoke, probably the way I breathed, because everything was so different. I was the loudest person there, not literally, but literally as well.
That's funny.
And I loved it. The experience was something that I've never gotten over. I've never forgotten, never gone over. So
Never gone back?
Yes, I've gone back multiple times.
Oh, okay.
After that, but that was like the first time back in 5 weeks, to say the least. I even got Christmas presents. Like, I'm telling you, like, I was a magnet. Everybody wanted to gravitate towards Karla and whatever it was. So there was parades and
Parades in your name?
no, because it was Christmas. I would have loved that.
Yeah, especially being a young girl. You just.
Here I am.
I'm never leaving this place. I am the queen.
Exactly. You know, exactly. It did feel like that.
That's crazy.
Like that.
That's cool.
Super cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
The culture is so beautiful. And I truthfully got to feel how it was. And I think I fell in love more with being Mexican at that point. Because, you know, I was raised here. My high school at that point was Roosevelt. And it's predominantly Hispanic. Right, but we also have a bunch of people talk smack, you know?
Yeah, everyone's whitewashed, though, too. Yeah, they're all
Roosevelt was RSA. It has Roosevelt School of the Arts. So we had a heavy artsy group, heavy Mexicans, and then like heavy mixed everything else.
Wow.
So it was very interesting. So once I go back, and I came back over, I was tanner than tan, I'll tell you that. I was summer tan. I was summer tan in January.
Yeah, what was the weather probably over in Mexico?
It's
like
hot.
Yeah, I was going to say.
December was hot. I was burnt. Like, I had red all over, a couple of shades darker. I came back feeling weird. Like, why is it so cold? Why is it so dark? Why are you guys so white? My dad looks so white. I was like, you've never been white in your life.
Sabes que close.
Papá. Papá, ¿qué te pasó?
Yeah. Dang. So going back and forth, you probably, took a lot back with you in like your thought process in life, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And I wonder how long that stuck.
Before
it kind of just washed back.
I know, right? So I think I'm a very like nurturing type of person. So I care a lot about other people. And I think the fact that I got to see and experience life differently, at least for those couple of weeks, it never left my mind. But I live here. I need running water. I need my showers. I need this. I need that. But do I take it for granted like expected? No, not
That's
anymore.
good.
Yeah.
Literally. That's
It humbles you if you want it to humble you.
Yeah, go to Mexico, guys.
Anywhere, actually, other than here.
Go humble yourself.
Yeah, and you need that. Like, we are very entitled creatures, period. We are very
It's
entitled.
wild.
It is. So sometimes you do need to come back to your basis. Yeah.
Yeah, even if that base for you had never been
Yeah.
not running water.
Right,
or not,
right.
Survival, literally survival.
So, and that's the thing. That's where my brain went. I was like, oh my God, like I have to do all this just for something I took for granted. But
you didn't have to do schoolwork though while you were gone, right?
Actually, I technically did because I asked for packets so I could stay longer over here. But I didn't do them.
She's like, I was just trying to survive. I couldn't even focus on school.
No, I felt like I was thriving after a while. Like surviving, it was just a shock of everything. Once I was like, okay, this is what it is. This is what it is.
She's like, I came up with a good system of wiping my ass.
I'm going to figure it out.
I bought that stick. I didn't electrocute myself.
I heard there was wipies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure
Honestly,
it out.
I love the baby wipes now.
Yes.
Always keep some baby wipes on deck.
On deck, in the car, in the house.
Always.
Everywhere.
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 Have a case of it. It's so nice. Blow my nose,
I love it.
wipe something off the dash, wipe something somewhere, clean my hands, clean kids'
I love
hands.
wipies.
Yeah, they're the best.
They're very we need them.
All around.
We need them.
Yeah.
We need them in our lives. But okay, so
Damn.
the people there, they were so happy. And I didn't get it. You know what I mean? I didn't get it.
See, everyone around me is always upset or has some kind of problem. Like no one there had a.
I mean, they did.
And they're all fighting to survive.
And that's
cool.
That's what I took back, and that's what I think I try to remember.
Life isn't that difficult.
No.
Where we're at.
No.
And if you want it to get more difficult, go somewhere where it's more difficult, and then find out how easy you have it.
How entitled we've been. How bratty or spoiled we have been just with the day-to-day things.
Man, I ordered food and it got here. Almost too much food.
Almost. We got to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had to walk to go to your market.
Yeah, on a
The
daily.
homie Harjit came here and he dropped the food off for us.
Yes.
$10 tip. I got you.
Yes, please. But so seeing poverty, or what I considered at that time poverty. I mean, I was a dumb 15-year-old, and what do I know, right? I was just seeing life from that age or whatnot. But the kids barefoot and playing on the pebbled rock, unpaved areas, which was streets. That's where there's streets. They were happy. They would go and play and have fun, and they're able to go to the store. And yes, my mama sent me, and I went to go get it. I would not send my 8-year-old to the store to go get me something. There's no way. Not even if they were 10 years old. Go to the little liquor store in the corner and go get me this. And over there, it's a different type of freedom, a different type of living, a different experience. The happiness that they had having what they needed, bare minimum needed, and they're still able to be happy was something that I was like, all right, there's something here. There's something here. And I brought that back. I did bring that back.
You try to teach kids that, I'm assuming? Sometimes.
Yes. I do try to teach my children that life is not about things. Yeah.
Life is not about things. They're more or less about experiences.
Yes.
And your family.
Yes.
La familia. Who you cannot pick or choose.
Yes. Yes.
But you can pick or choose where you worked. So where did you start working actually?
Like my first job ever?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My first job ever was Jack in the Box on First and Tulare.
I knew I seen you somewhere. I'm just kidding. That's a lot. The headset just works perfectly too.
Well, I mean, if we fast forward, I went to work at In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, yeah. Did the job at Jack in the Crack help you for In-N-Out?
No.
Oh.
No. In-N-Out is superb in comparison to any other fast food restaurant.
Do tell, because this is interesting. I always wonder what it'd be like and how, like, you get your ass kicked from the moment you clock in to the moment you clock out.
ADHD helps.
Yeah?
Absolutely. I live life like on a high. So when the rush comes in, you got nothing but to be like, got it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Like, cause In-N-Out stays with the line, stays with the bus, and stays with people. So you're gonna come to work.
Yeah. No, I don't. Honestly, out of all my jobs, like, I couldn't imagine, because even at the Mediterranean restaurant, there was still like a time where I got to like breathe. And even though I was the only cook, like, even though I was there for like 12 hours some days, and even serving and stuff like that, there was like a second where I got to breathe. But like, yeah, where did you get to breathe? Like, you had to have breaks like on deck, I mean, going like.
Well, you have breaks. I mean, it's legal. Like, you have
that's
to
what
have breaks.
Unless you sign it away.
Technically, but In-N-Out is very pro. Like, take your breaks, make sure.
And they're not franchised. They're
family owned.
Family owned, but they run it like corporately.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, In-N-Out is I want to say, like, In-N-Out is one of those companies that is a big dog. It's just that what they sell is burgers. The way
burgers and fries, baby.
You know what I mean? Like, that's their product, but In-N-Out is much more than a burger joint. Like, they treat their employees great. They do have a corporate, they do have a system, they do have high quality, they do
good system through their menu and prep and execution and getting food out to people.
Yes. I mean, and that's like, there's more to it. Like, they have their own section of farms. They have their own type of meats. Like, they will only get a specific type of cut of meat, and the rest of the animal, they'll sell it to other burger places. Their potatoes are this way. So they go
Burger
down
King.
from they go down, from every single item or ingredient they do put on a burger. It's sourced. It's specifically made to be this way. They probably give their cows pedicures. They treat them much better. You know what I mean?
I'd love to be reincarnated as a Wagyu beef cow, like an A5. They're massaging
treat me good, all right?
Yeah, the fatter I am, the happier you are.
I would love that, actually. You're onto something.
Reincarnation, baby.
Wagyu, though.
Wagyu. I'd just be a big old fat cow. And at the end of my life, eat me.
And you would be eaten. You would be. And very delicately, and you know,
in the finest restaurants.
The finest.
In-N-Out.
But In-N-Out.
That's actually wild. Were you up front or were you in the back?
In-N-Out.
Or they put you everywhere?
You technically do a lot of things.
You do?
You do.
You do.
You do. You do too.
I had to throw that one in there once.
I can't. In-N-Out it's not like other restaurants. So you start off as a level 1, and then you work your way up to a level 2, 3, 4, 5. So every level has its chore or what you need to be doing. So let's say, I don't know if they changed it because it was a long time ago. So level 1 was probably like I wipe down tables, stock up the drinks, hand out some food. Maybe a level 2 is now a cashier. A level 3 is now you're doing either French fries or drive-through, and you just keep adding. So I was up to a level 5, going to be a level 6. A level 6 was a cook. Yeah. So the patties, the actual patties, because level 5 is the people who made the buns, like who put the lettuce, tomato. So they're separate. So the cook is a level 6, and mind you, every level comes with a raise. So you're getting paid really well, and you keep going up and you keep going up. So there's
That's wild.
requirements. It's completely different organization. It's completely different. My personality fit into In and Out, and I think that has a lot to do with it. Your personality does have to fit into it because you're gonna get worked, and that's okay. A lot of people can get worked, but it's being nice while being worked. That's what takes you over the top. And In and Out don't play about their customer service.
Yeah, I could believe it.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine, because being a part of that team, like, you can't just like have a bad, rough, mean, off, whatever. Like, you don't stop. There's not a second where you could grab your thoughts and like kind of delegate or like.
Well, delegation
decompress.
comes second nature now. Like, you learn it, and yes, like we had some. There was one specific cook that I remember. She used to get on my nerves, just at that specific time, because she was yay tall, and I'm short, but she was yay tall, but she had a 6-foot personality, and she would slam her little spatula on the grill. We're like, oh, there she go. Like in the back of our heads, we're like, there she goes again. Da, 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 da. But attitudes, we're just human. We're human. We're getting beat by the residents. I mean, by the customers, and who knows what happened at home, right? We get to have this, but what we show to the customer, it can't be that. And they're big on that. Yeah, go take a break. They also have like a 9-step. I don't know if they changed it now. So they care about their employees so much, right, that they make you do an exercise or a stretch every single shift.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they do take care of their employees in every single which way.
Marco, you're a little late, but come and join this stretch. Are you a little thirsty? We got some energy drinks for you. Right? Like, that's kind of cool. That'd be legit. I think that'd be really, really good to start, like, I guess, your day, especially in an environment where you're going to get your ass handed to.
You are. You kind of get used to it.
Did it get easier after that when you went on to your next thing?
Yeah. I mean, In and Out doesn't just teach you burgers and fries. Like, it gives you a really good foundation. It gives you a really good mindset. How to persevere, how to deal with irate customers, how to understand.
Work a system, work in a team.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, pushing through you. Because you're the only one that's truthfully going to get in the way of you, So it did give me a good foundation. After In and Out, I want to say I went to become an insurance agent, a car insurance agent. Yeah. I have a thing for talking, so I'm pretty good at talking.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Especially because I'm sure at In and Out, someone was all like, hey, I bet you could sell insurance.
I mean, they didn't say insurance, but yes.
Yeah. I met someone. They're like, hey, you talk a lot.
Yes. All my life has been that, okay?
That's not bad,
All
though.
of that, yeah. So,
well, I mean, life is about, like, the connections. And then, like, you're just one person away. Sometimes you're just one person away.
Right. I mean, kind of how I met you.
Literally one person away.
Right.
Or face-to-face.
Right.
And selling weed.
And it was the vibe and it was the energy. Like, for specifically you. And I think I have a knack for that now, or I attract that like a magnet. So once I went over to the insurance world, it was one of those things that I was going through a really hard time in life.
You had already had one kid?
2006, I had my child, yeah. So in 2009, I found my insurance job. And back then, I think minimum wage was I don't know, 2009, like
$12.
no, it was probably less, like single digits, old time, old school.
804.
something. I don't remember, but it was low. And I started getting paid, like even.
How much was minimum wage in California in 2008? $8.
So it was very bad. Like, I mean, it wasn't bad, but that was a minimum wage. It was just, that's what it was. I started getting paid above that. 6 months later, I got about a $6 raise, and I kept going up. I have the gift of gab, and I had the urgency and drive to better our lives. So selling insurance came second nature.
Yeah?
Yes, it was just like, bah, 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 bah. You know, I was able to, I could sell salt to a snail, like, Mac Dre. No, it was able to do that because you don't sell the product. You basically sell yourself. Yeah, and I'm a pretty likable person, I guess. That's what I've been told. And it was beautiful. So there was 3 women that worked there. They were God sent. They were what I needed at the time, and they got me out of a big mental and emotional negative space that I was, and they didn't even know it.
Was it with friends, family?
They're coworkers.
No, I mean your space.
Oh,
How was
with my child's father.
Yeah, of course.
I guess she has a father or whatever. We don't like to admit that one. Or, you know, we just say she was the immaculate child that was just given to me.
She did a whole PSA for the entire class when she came out.
No, that's my younger one.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, my younger one, her dad's beautiful. Her dad's a beautiful dad. But the first one, yeah, it was very ugly, very hard. Nothing that I've ever experienced in my life is what I experienced with him. My mom and dad are still together. They were always together. We're pretty square. Like, we tend to ourselves. We don't do anything extra. So I had some of the worst times of my entire life alongside of this person. And I didn't realize it back then, but being neurodivergent, having a pregnancy to change your hormones, and then being in this constant fight or flight state really messes up your brain. Like, completely messes you up. I was dysregulated beyond belief. I was depressed beyond belief, but I could keep it. It still looks like this when I present it to the world. But when I close that door, I was a mess. I was a mess. So these 3 beautiful angels, they were God sent. Like, if I named them, it was like Lucia Tapia, it was Esmeralda Preciado, and Veronica. They
Shouts out.
Yes, I still talk to them. I still have them dear in my heart, and I've told them, I come back and I tell them as much as I can, like, how much they meant to me, because the knowledge and love from strangers, because I just met them at this new job, was beyond. Like,
That's awesome.
I got to meet their families.
It's good that you took the advice too, because a lot of people can just, like, that's the tough part, could just hear it and then not actually, like, follow through with some of the things that people try to, like, give you.
Mainly, I don't think it's easy to take advice. Like, it's not easy to take advice, especially when you don't know where to go. Like, you know, you don't know where to go. So you're traveling a road that's blind. Like, you're blindly traveling, and you're already scared, like a scared puppy. So, you know what I mean? So you get in this thing and you don't know what to do. So the only reason I started taking their advice is because I saw how they were with their families. I saw how it was with them. Them and their families are beautiful. So it's not an individual isolated case. Like, I started seeing, like, they have a foundation that I don't have.
Yeah.
So I started learning. And even we used to have to do, this sucks. We used to have to do, like, go out and market. We had to market, and it was in Madera. I had to market Madera, giving out flyers, trying to get numbers, people to come in to get insurance. Mainly, it was a whole therapy session with who I was with. Music, therapy, talking, because all I had to do was come out, talk. I'm going to get these numbers so I could show my manager I got these numbers. I'm going to get a couple of sales. In the back of my head, I was like, the work part is done. It's going to be done. The therapy, it was a therapy that I know I needed and I wanted it. And it filled me so much that little by little I started coming back. And the gym came in around that time as well.
Now we can mention ThickFit.
ThickFit Karla.
ThickFit Karla. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join ThickFit Karla.
Thank you.
Mental Health Mondays.
And it's Mental Health Monday today.
Mental Health Monday.
Yes. So the gym, since I've always been a little ADHD, I need to exert the energy that I have. I would go dancing. I would do this. I never realized the constant seeker I was. I am constantly seeking dopamine. I constantly.
At least you know.
At least I know now.
Yeah.
Back then, it was just like, all right, I'll go with you guys. Okay, let's go here. Let's go there. Let's do 100%.
This. No, I 100%. Like, people hit me up and always like, because I was always down. Like, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. I'm not doing anything. Like,
F it. Let's go.
I have no reason to say no.
Yes.
The only reason why I say no now at times is like my dog or my puppy, and just like.
Well, at least now I do say no, because now I understand like what it does to me personally. So I do take myself home because I need to recharge all this energy I just exerted on a regular day basis.
That's fun. So where did you start and why? Just because you were like, I have just extra.
Kind of. Energy. I was one of the only girls on the block where I lived that would play with boys. There wasn't too many girls on the block when I was growing up.
Jenny wasn't on that block?
They used to call me Jenny. No, I'm just kidding. They never did. She wasn't on that block.
That's a hard push.
Yeah.
Karla to Jenny.
It's not even the same letter that my name starts with. No.
Nowhere close.
Well, a lot of these little boys were my cousins. So, like I said earlier, Mexicans just tend to migrate. So, I lived on one side of the block. I had an aunt across the street. I had another aunt across the street. I had another uncle across the street. So they all have kids. And all my little cousins, we were all playing. So we were actively playing flag football and tetherball and this and that and hide and go seek all throughout my entire childhood. So I had a really beautiful childhood. Elementary school, I was in all the sports. Middle school.
What did you play?
I played everything in elementary school. I did.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, everything. I was like, all right, I'll join here. Basketball, volleyball, track. I can't run. I found that out. Softball, like soccer. I tried everything. I was a cheerleader. I did everything. I stuck to softball. Softball was my thing. I wasn't really the A1 player, but it had my heart. I had heart, all right? But sports, I was in it. So by the time I hit high school, my softball coach was also a football coach. So he would make us do weight training and do ups and downs and do this and do that, just like the boys.
That's fun.
And that's where my love of weights started coming in. I saw that I could do it. I could start pushing heavy weights, and it felt good. But then I would go run it off or whatever. We go fast forward back to adulthood. I'm back with the girls in Madeira, 2009. I start, every time I have a dysregulation of emotions or something crazy happens in my life, my interpersonal life, my body takes a toll. That's how you can tell. So I either gain a bunch of weight or I look like I'm homeless. Or put together at the same damn time.
That's crazy. Eyes droopy and maybe a little beard.
Like everything, and anything you can think about. Like that's where my body would go. And so with the energy that these girls are feeding back into me. Because at this point, I'm just trying to like appear like I have things together. I make it look good, but it was just an appearance because I was breaking down every 10 minutes. And I would come back like, hey, how are you doing?
She said,
I'm fine. It was just allergies.
Hi.
It was just allergies.
how can I help you today?
No, I'm fine. I'm good. And then
One to your job, you're just like,
like crybaby.
it must be the air. It's making my eyes water.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything and everything. So Madeira, we started going to the gym in Madeira. And then I started going to do stadiums with the girls and their families in Madeira. So the thrill started coming back. All right. Here comes my seeking. Like, I get to do it with this friend. I was dancing with this friend. I was going to the gym with this friend. I was hiking with this friend. I started it all. Boom, dropped the weight. 6 months, looked great. I was back on it, and I was able to maintain it for a little while. And then, so that was I already had done the gym twice at this point.
Okay.
I fast forward 2016. I'm still working at the insurance place, but now I'm in Fresno. 2016, I met the love of my life. The man I have 2 more children with, and everything was rainbows and butterflies. So I got pregnant. And to me, pregnancy is a big thing because I went through some chaos earlier that I never wanted to put another child through. So I was like, yeah, listen, I'm okay with having 1 kid. In the back of my head, I was like, I'm okay with having 1 kid. And then I got pregnant. And Again. Yeah, the second time I got pregnant, my kids are they're like 12 years apart, 11, 12 years apart. And that was a big deal. It changed my life completely again. Completely. So the hormones came back in. The insecurities came back in. Oh my God, I have to work and I had to do it all. Mm-hmm. And even if it wasn't hard, my mind took it like, it's so much stuff. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to do it. And thus came the start of my next depression phase. My daughter was born, the most beautiful little thing in the world. We call her Ladybug. So now I have 2 girls. 6 months later, I'm pregnant again. And this is from going 12 years with no children. I was like, what? And then I started crying because I got pregnant again, and now I took my daughter's mom away from her because now I have another kid. The sensitivity that I had, like, I should have known the depression was brewing. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
I didn't know it then, but I am neurodivergent. So
what's neurodivergent? You said that earlier.
Neurodivergent is kind of like an umbrella term that they call people who have autism and ADHD. Basically saying like, hey, your brain's wired different. So you're not typical. You're a neurodivergent. Neurotypical is what they call, quote unquote, normal people.
The is normal anymore
exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly, brother man. Exactly, brother man.
We got he, she, it, they, them.
And that's normal.
And that's normal now. That's normalized.
That's normalized. Technically,
they're neurodivergent.
They can be.
We're all neurodivergent. That's pretty.
I think there's a lot of people who are neurodivergent that don't know they're neurodivergent, and they have a negative connotation to it because of the R word you said earlier, because that's how they were told. You're different, so you're this. And it becomes negative, and people just like, no, they mask so hard, and
that's why I was asking too if like your kids use that knowledge of, being on the spectrum is less, and then so they try to act it with you rather than their higher self.
I think because they have us as parents, like we're making things different. And like it ain't no negative thing.
And then dad has been through this the entire way too, through the process and the depression and everything. And he's been trying to coach you hopefully through. And
well, he was the most beautiful thing while I was going through it. So after you give birth, you have to go back to work. It was the hardest thing for me to go back to work, but
to the insurance
world. I couldn't work, but I had to because, God made me beautiful, just not rich. So, we have to work. We have to do this. We have to do that. Every single day, he would bring my little baby daughter over to work so I can have lunch with her. Every day, almost a whole 9 months, 9 months, because then I had to leave again for maternity leave for my son. He was doing it every single day. He would make me posters with the kids' hands saying how much they loved me. He was gorgeous. He was gorgeous. Then my little boy came. My little boy, he was the biggest kid I've ever had. After him, I was like, take everything out. Everything out. Everything out. They didn't, but,
Can you still get pregnant?
I still can technically get pregnant.
Be careful.
I don't want to. I'm too old for that now. I'm going to be 40 this year. But with my son is what completed it. Because now I had 2 girls. All I wanted was a little boy. And he was the most beautiful little thing ever. So now I have 2 little kids, 2 under 1, basically, 2 under 1. And I didn't know what the heck to do with myself. It was a different experience. So once again, after the 3rd baby, I get a different wave of postpartum. This one was different.
Better?
Less extreme emotional. More anger. It was more anger, less, woe is me. It was less woe is me and more, I got to get the heck out of this place. I'm going to have to go back to work. I'm going to go back to work now. I'm going to call him and I'm going to tell him. I can go back. I'm good. Karla, it's only 2 days after you gave birth. But I'm good.
Coochie still flopped out. You're just trying to walk in. Softly sits down on her donut.
It was different. Definitely different.
This is Karla speaking. How can I help you?
Basically.
Damn, that'd be so funny.
Basically. And we made this little life happen. So in 2020, my cousin worked at a property management job. She was a property manager for an apartment complex. She's like, Karla, come to this job. And I was like, dude, I've been here over 10 years. I'm good. I like it here. I'm going to be a manager. I'm going to be a manager. They're going to make me a manager soon.
They got you for 10 years, and then she's like, yeah, they're finally going to make me a manager.
They're finally going to make me a manager.
I'm going to be a manager.
So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to manage stuff, okay? I just want to manage stuff.
They're going to make me work harder.
And pay me less. Doesn't that seem fair? I'm winning.
Your new job. I don't care.
And your benefits.
Whatever.
So,
you said they'll give me a free place to live?
And I was like, oh, okay. And they did. And I got a free place to live. And I left.
Damn.
That's what it was.
That's so lucky.
That's what it was. Because now I have 3 kids. I have a man. And I take my family serious. So I'm a make sure I put every emphasis into this. I'm gonna get my family to be okay. So we had to move to Visalia.
You didn't come here from Visalia, did you?
No, I'm back in Fresno.
Oh, shit,
I'm back
I was
in
gonna
Fresno.
say.
No, I'm back in Fresno.
I was like, it took you 15 minutes. That was pretty quick.
Don't ask how fast.
I have a friend of mine from Visalia too. Just like, I'll be there in 10. I'm like, chill.
She's here in 9. No.
Apparently, a faster route than me. She said, pedal to the metal.
Just like that.
So that was in Visalia where you had the place?
Yes. So I left my condo here in Fresno. And I packed up my whole little house and my little kids, and we went to a high rise in Visalia.
Oh.
That it was Visalia doesn't have many high rises, right? So
The only high rise.
but it was 9 stories and one of the tallest buildings in Visalia. And it's an old folks home. So I was living with a bunch of seniors.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have like a million grandmas, a million grandpas. They're so cute. They're so little. I love him. I love him. I love him. No, they're not that lovable.
They're all old and angry.
They're very mean.
Karla, is that you? I know that's you. Do me a favor. Shut up. You're a little too
basically,
loud.
they can hear me in the
Over
floor
my
9.
TV. You need to shut up.
I made about like a couple of friends that I still actually talk to.
They're still alive?
They're still alive. They're gorgeous people, and I will keep them as long as they let me keep them. But I sure did learn that not every grandpa and grandma are nice. And they stay up late, and I'm like, don't you guys sleep? Like, I'm trying to put grandpas and grandmas to bed, and I'm like, what are you guys doing here? Karla, like, knocking on my door at 3 a.m. because maybe they heard a bat, and it was around COVID time.
Oh.
So, yeah, I had to go wing off bats. I had to go walk upstairs. So at this point in my life, 2020, I gained all the weight back. I had back-to-back pregnancies. My hormones were up and down. My postpartum depression doesn't let me do much. So I'm chubby. We're going under a rehab at this apartment complex. There's 2 elevators, and they always go down. So I was taught how to restart elevators. So here I go. I had to climb 10 damn flights of steps, and I have asthma, and I'm not conditioned. And here we go, just going up and down because, these little old people, they can't walk, so they need it. And here I go, switch on and off the elevator, whatever, shut off button. And that is a whole experience. I had to do that so many times. That was crazy. I was like, I never signed up for this. I was an assistant for an office.
I thought I was going to be managing something different, not old people.
I thought I worked in an office.
How did you do this to me?
Why did you do this to me? Cousin. I was going to become a manager.
For less money.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
what did you do after that?
Well,
When you came back into Fresno.
I transferred over with the same company.
Okay.
So they had
Less old people?
It's a family complex. So
Okay.
They have a high older crowd there, because they've been there forever. But these people are beautiful.
They're nicer.
People are beautiful. There's a lot of people that are not from America. We have a lot of Armenians and Russians, Ukrainians, Romanians.
So they're happy to not be in their country and just chilling here.
They're beautiful
they're
people.
Yep, nope. Because when I was younger and everything going on now, I'm cool to just die here.
And go ahead.
No, I was just looking at what my things were.
Their culture itself. No, their culture. I guess I like culture, and I like.
Yeah, of course. That's why we have Mediterranean here, baby.
Yes. I'm very diverse. They gave me so much love, and they taught me so much things that I became attached to these residents. New, young, old, small. I could talk to a person that doesn't speak Spanish or English because we get it. We could get to each other. And
Use Google Translate now.
Yeah, I've done a little bit of Google Translate, but most of the time we're just like, we need to do this, we need to do that, and we just figure it out. Plus, they started feeding me.
Oh.
And I love them for it so much.
It's the best payment.
I love it.
If I could have 2 things, I would have a house over my roof and then food all the time. That's
a house over your roof.
I'm a house over my roof. A roof over my head.
How would that happen? How would you do that?
There'd be a house on my roof.
House roof.
Roof over my head. A roof over my head and then food forever. Like, that's it.
Forever.
There's nothing else that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Figure out the rest.
But it's more like they're sharing their culture. They're coming to spoil me, to take care of me. The love that I see in that is beyond. So here we go. I get attached. And now we're obviously back in Fresno. I moved back into Fresno 2023.
Hey.
So by 2023 came one of our best friends passed away at the age of 33.
Dang.
Yes. Undiagnosed diabetes.
Huh.
Yeah. Undiagnosed diabetes created havoc in his body. And he basically, like, he died. Like, he died. His organ failure, like, everything.
Was it pretty obvious? Like, was he overweight? Like, he's like a fit.
He was, like, the only thing that ended up looking a little bit off was, like, he had what I thought looked like a beer belly. Like, he was, like, drinking. Maybe he was just drinking. Maybe. And he had told us that he was working on his cholesterol. He had high cholesterol. But
he had low insulin.
You know, and I don't understand, like, if you can diagnose him with high cholesterol, how come you don't check
everything else?
Because it kind of should go like hand in foot. Like, hey, if this is off, this might be off. But what do I know? I'm just civilian.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
One day we'll get a doctor in here and we'll ask him.
Please do so.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be interesting.
Yes. Let's find some doctors. I know an esthetician. I know a couple of them.
I know a couple of them too.
Hey. But okay, ADHD. All right, let's come back. That death wreaked havoc on our selves, on my partner's mind, on mine, because that was his guy. That was his best friend. They would always be together. So it created so much craziness, like, in the house.
How so? Like, you guys just felt sad all the time?
It was like everything. I guess, okay, so if I go back to, I can't deny this one. In Visalia, if we go back a little bit, my eldest child at this point is a teenager. Visalia, for me, is not somewhere I would want to
grow up.
No.
I've heard.
I do not want to send my kids ever again to a public school in Visalia. The amount of things I've seen outside of the schools while there's cops there is insane. Like, we talk about Fresno having some ghetto high schools. I want to say that McLean and Roosevelt look like top tier schools. Looks like a private school where I'm sending my lavish children to, in comparison to the high school that my kid went to.
Fresno looks solid. That's pretty wild.
It's crazy about appearances.
Yeah, I know, judging a book by its cover.
Man. So we dealt with regular teenage stuff. Then we dealt with extreme teenage stuff.
Like sex, gang violence, drugs.
All of that. And even suicide attempts.
Ugh.
Yeah, cutting, suicide attempts. Like, I was ill-equipped for all of this stuff, but I'm mom. So I'm trying to carry everything.
Not trying to blame yourself.
You know what I mean? Like, what I show people and what I experience are two different things. And at this point, like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm trying to hold it all together because I have a family. And we're going to make, all of us, every single one of us, we're going to make it. Like, we're going to make it. So we came back to Fresno, and I was like, thank God. Thank God I'm back. Thank God. I've never been so happy to come back to Fresno. I love Fresno. Fresno. You know, it was like that. My family's here. My support system's here. My friends are here. I have like 2 friends, but they're here. 3 now. Maybe a couple more. Like, follow, and subscribe. No. But
For one follow a day, you can become her friend.
Yes, I will send you a gram. A gram.
A gram.
A telegram.
I won't tell you anything, I swear.
No. So now, 2023, back in Fresno, our friend dies. And he was in our house the day that the ambulance took him. And he never came back. Jeez. So it was like the craziest thing. It was the craziest thing. So it created a complete feeling of loss. And I'm sad, or I take it sad and cry and reminisce and cry and stuff like that. But like my partner, he's not so much of a person to express feelings. So he bottled up a lot of things, and it would come out like papa, like more like rages. And at that time, we also tried to help out his siblings. They were staying with us as well. So it was a chaotic time. There was no peace. There was no downtime. It was just life kept happening and more of it.
Dang.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of heads in the house.
A lot. So it added to a lot. I had the privilege to go to work. Like I would leave the house.
You said I got to escape.
You know what I mean? Like even though work is work, because working at a property management job that is also Section 8 is not for the weak. I'll repeat it. It's not for the weak. But it was an escape. It was an escape. It was freedom. It was I got to leave that and focus on paperwork and focus on signatures and this and having to be up to code and going to go to work orders. I got to do something else.
Take your mind off of all the extra stress.
And meanwhile, my partner, the love of my life, the man I just want to be with forever, he was holding it down. He took care of my kids. He was the most loving and hands-on father I've seen in a long time, changing underwears, teaching them piano, feeding them, doing this, learning how to do hair, like everything. Plus now he's taking care of his brother's kids. His best friend just passed away. Like he's going through it. He's going through it. He couldn't escape. So our relationship started like really bumping. We were really bumping heads, and there's nothing I couldn't do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, but I'd be like, well, forget you too then. After a while, it was like I'm responding instead of trying to understand.
Yeah. I'm
reactive. I'm defensive and reactive instead of like trying to see the whole big picture.
Yeah.
Then whatever, his brothers leave. His brothers leave, and he's back into the silence of the house. And that's also not good. It's also not good to have too much silence. By 2024, my mom asked, like, my brother's going to die, Karla. Can you please go with me to Mexico? My mom's high anxiety. At a time like this, she wouldn't even be able to read roads because her brain's not there. I was like, I ain't letting you go to Mexico by yourself, so I'll go. And I asked him, like, hey, is it okay? Like, my whatever, like, can you hold down the house and the kids and all this stuff? He's like, yeah, of course, I got you. And he's like, but I wanted to have a date with you. We were going to have a date. And at this point, that was the biggest thing. All I wanted to do was go out on a date with him. That's, I wanted to date him again. So I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. And it was the same week of the date that I had to go to Mexico. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But when I come back home, we can still go on the date, right? So like, we'll see. He drives me to the Mexican airport because I don't have a passport. Yeah, I mean, it was like a life and death. I don't have an active passport. So in order for me to fly out of the country, I have to cross the state. I have to cross into Mexico to be able to fly out of Mexico.
Oh, shit.
I can't cross over like that without a passport. Like I could fly in the United States and I could fly in Mexico, but I can't fly like this.
Damn.
Yes. So he drops us off at the airport. After 8.5 years of being with this man, he proposes to me at the airport in Mexico when we're going to, I'm cried. I'm a mess. I'm a mess because I'm in the car. My hair was in wraps and I had like an overnight blowout going on under my wraps. I'm in a sweatsuit and this man proposes to me. This is all I wanted. This is all I wanted because he's the man of my life, right? Like, of course I said yes, like without a question. I just thought it was the most beautiful thing ever.
Before I go put my brother down.
Yeah. I'm going to get married.
What a transition. Like, yeah, the emotions of everything.
But I was like, I don't know what,
Like, I wonder if there's a better time. Well, it was probably going to happen at the date. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But he's like, well, the date's today.
No.
So when you come back.
I'm like, okay.
Well, at least you had something to keep your mind, like, less occupied about your situation with him and everything like that, because you knew, like,
yeah,
clearly we're good on one side of the pond, and the other side is what we got to deal with.
Yes.
Over here.
Well, like with that, it was my mom's brother, so my
God,
uncle.
Okay.
The thing with that, it was
I
like
thought it was your brother.
No. I'm super level headed because I don't remember the last time I've seen this uncle, so it's just my mom's brother. Like that's how it felt. Like it's just my mom's brother. Only reason I'm going is to protect my mother.
Yeah.
And to take care of my mom and, to make sure. But I'm pretty level-headed in that sense. I'm just kind of like catering to my mom. So this is the gift they kept giving me. I was on a high. I was like, yes. Everything was just like rainbows and butterflies. My uncle's sick over there, but rainbows and butterflies. Let's take him some food, Mom. Like, let's go skipping to my uncle's house. And she's like, Karla. Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom.
How was that into you? You said.
From Tiffany's.
Literally.
I was beyond the moon. Like, beyond the moon. Finally. I believe in marriage. So I was like, finally. So then I was like, oh my God, I got to lose weight. I'm going to get married. I'm going to finally get married. So that's when I'm like, I got to snap out of whatever funk I'm in. And I still couldn't. So a couple of months after that, so I want to say that was the end of June. By September, we broke up. Yes. Right after I finally posted it online that we finally got engaged. Not a lot of people know this. I don't really put my business out there, but we broke up. That breakup, that specific fight, that breakup is why ThickFit Karla is now here and why I'm so big on Mental Health Mondays.
Yeah?
Yes. That is what catapulted me back to finding myself again. I guess I lost myself and I didn't even know. It wreaked havoc so much in my brain that they told me that it created a PTSD. I started hearing things in the middle of the argument in my brain, like a bomb went off in Iraq, and all you heard was a TV. Yeah, that's how it felt inside. I came right back into it in the conversation, and I gave back the ring with explosive words. But my reaction of it, I couldn't grasp what was happening. I couldn't understand. At this point, I was like, I need help. I wasn't going to spend 10 years of my life again, like last time, trying to figure out what's going to happen, how to do it, So I went straight into Bible studies. I found myself a really good therapist. I started trying to work on my hormones first because my hormones were all out of place. I've been living in fight or flight mode, never got off of it. So I was never able to lose weight. I was just up here the whole entire time. Like I could tell something was up by how somebody would breathe. I could hear it, I could feel it, I could sense it. I was like, oh no, danger in the air. Like Spidey senses, like definitely. I'm here, I'm there.
Did you finally comprehend like why it ended? Or did you never get that answer? Or
well,
never?
I still don't have I don't think there's one thing. It was a compiled amount of things that weren't properly processed and figured out. Like if we do fast forward, I do think I'm autistic and ADHD. Like probably like a level 1 high functioning autism, but my ADHD driver is high. I am a fast car. Like, yes. And I do think he might be autistic. So because of that, we have a lot of different sensory needs, sensory overloads. I think he was more secluded or recluse, while I'm more like and
you're introvert, extrovert type.
yes, I'm extrovert on like how I present myself, but I'm truthfully like dual because I need to take my ass back home. Like this is too much. Like grocery stores at Costco's on Sundays, you got me up like.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants to be in that hectic situation.
I'm just like, I want to go home. Like, yeah.
10 people in front of you with like piled carts.
Yes.
You're like, what the?
And then I have kids, and the kids want everything, and it's overstimulating for them, for me, and everything. But I do think because of the way our brain is set up, and us not knowing that, created a lot of problems because we weren't able to truthfully understand ourselves because we were just dealing with, well, what's my love language and what's your love language?
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like, my love language is this, and that. And we're like, mine's the opposite. Technically, it's because your brain works this way, my brain works this way, and this is why we do the things we do.
You know, I wonder why that thing's blinking a lot. I'm going to have to double check that.
Did it die? So where were we?
We were talking about the interesting part about how your life has flipped in 3 different stages.
Man.
In your 20s, 30s, no, your 10s, 20s, and 30s.
Basically.
And we have a brand new
chapter.
Yeah, a brand new chapter of how you would like to go through with your life forward. You know, it's weird because I understand because I always have like things throughout my life, and then through the relationship between me and my son's mom had been very, very rocky for both of our things, for the reactiveness of both of our personalities, but then also just not communicating clearly of like, you know, for her and for like what I want and what she wants. Like for me, like in life eventually, like I'd want to get married and this and that, but for her to be like more of like now and with the someone that I had a kid with, and like for me, I'm like so disassociated with it, and then just I guess a little selfish about me and a dynamic that I would want, and then also like how she is and how I am, and so just trying to like, there's no choice because we have to be in each other's lives. It could be a certain way, but we both know like what kind of way that we want to show up as parents for our kid, and then trying to make that work through like co-parenting and who we are as people is just gonna be a slow, annoying, and rocky dealing with, and at times I've just made it so much easier just to like give in and stuff and just like see what life is like with this, and then just I don't know, then I always get into arguments with myself and then with her and this and that, where I'm just like I make myself believe like this is it or whatever, but like I don't want to say like there's more, there's something, but like I can do just about anything. I could love you the way that you need to and do the things that you want, but it does. But like the reciprocation aspect of like how I want, like I can't always tell you or show or like and I don't know like or show you or anything like that. But I just feel like eventually you pay attention and you like just learn a little.
I mean, technically, yes. Typically, yes. But let's just say like you are neurodivergent. You are maybe on the spectrum. Sometimes our refusal of getting married is not because of marriage. It's more like, no, you told me to do something. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, there's huge of that.
You know what I mean?
There's a big thing of like, I don't,
You don't like to be told what to do or how to do it.
Yeah, but I still like in a job aspect, like if someone was like, oh yeah, you got to do this, this, and that, and then it's like, okay.
But your setting has changed.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like our brain works so crazy. It's so different the way it works, the way it perceives things, the way we compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize?
Yes, that word. And how we're able to do it like this. Like I could take orders from a boss that pays my paycheck and stuff like that. I could get talked to a certain way from my mom and my dad. I'll even listen to like my partner to a grand extent. But if you're telling me what to do, just because you want me to do it, you got me. What? You got me all the way messed up. It's just a little trigger.
Yeah, I think the triggering part is like the delegation of like because you want me to do it rather than need to do it type thing stuff too. So like why? Like you're just petty. You're just being dumb. Why can't you do it? Like
and like with the marriage thing, we have been bred to be married. That's what society is going to accept. You're less than if you're with somebody and you have a child out of wedlock. Like,
I definitely feel like that's more the case nowadays. I hate to say
absolutely.
it. You know what I'm saying?
But absolutely. I mean, normally, like, it's normalized now. That's reality. But in the minds, marriage is a big deal. Graduating from college is a big deal. It's certain little factors that people will use to be like, oh, you're not married. You have kids? Oh, okay. Like, or, oh, you never went to college? Kind of like that. A little snobby, a little this. I'm a baby mama, not a wife. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole like mental thing. So
we're normalizing everything now. So,
I mean, truthfully, we are normalizing a lot of things, but it's still we have older folks that
the stigma.
You know what I mean? Like
stereotype of it.
And that gets bred to the younger generation. So I wanted to get married because that's how you're supposed to do things. My entire family has decent marriages. They're all married. Maybe one or two might be divorced or separated, and that's including both my mother's side and my father's side. So we're a whole square family that believes in marriage. And the sanctity of marriage and having your children in marriage. So here comes Karla, right? And I'm like, hey, guys, I have 2 kids' fathers and proposed to twice. Married none. You know what I mean? So I add all of that because I might have pressured my partner with the notion of like, no, like you knew I wanted to get married. I didn't pressure him like, hey, it's been 6 months now. It's been 9 months now. It's been 2 years. After I got pregnant with the first child, I was like, look, if a pregnancy doesn't sway him to get married to me, I never want to pressure any man to or force him to do something he doesn't truthfully want to do. I want you to want to be married to me. I want to be wanted by you in that way. I want to be respected, and I want that. I'm not forcing you to do that. So that's why 8.5 years later, I was like, yes, he wants to marry me. You know what I mean? Like the whole shebang. And then a few months later, bro.
What the happened?
Cry. But that breakup, it tore my soul. tore my soul. But I guess everything happens for a reason. Like everything happens for a reason. Going to Bible study, honestly, like Bible study is pretty dope. We went into Revelations, which is the perfect chapter for me. Perfect. I love me crime and crime shows and stuff like that. Revelations is off the wall, off the chain. Like this chapter is crazy. He's killing everybody. Um, and so I learned that God is a good man, not a nice man. And I was like, okay, I got you. Which takes me back into the trying to find myself. If you're a pushover, if you always let shit slide, if you're a people pleaser, which I am, I am, it comes with the territory of ADHD and feeling ill-equipped. So you're like, okay, I'll give in. It's usually easier to give in than stand up, because once you start standing up for what you want and what you don't, you're just going to create a problem with someone.
Some friction, yeah.
Yeah. So once you start giving in, you start losing yourself. And once you lost yourself, like, what are you going to get back? Like, you're gone. Like that notion is gone. So I took from being a good person doesn't always have to look like you're nice. It has to look like you respect yourself and you love yourself so much that it looks like off-putting to some people, but you're a good person. And I took that and ran with it. I found a fabulous therapist here in Fresno. She was God sent. Like I got all these beautiful people in my corner. Once she started helping me and I started, being more into reading the word. And then once the gym came, the love of the gym. I could take out frustrations and anger and self-doubt because the soreness is nothing. My sweating and the soreness is nothing compared to how I felt. So it's easy to take that pain. It's easy. It was easy, and it was channeled energy. So ADHD people,
energy.
Yeah, ADHD people need something, and I have too much energy. So not only does it regulate me because of how I think and how I am, but it started bringing me back to physically me. And once I started losing weight and seeing myself again, like, it's enticing now. Like, I could do this. I start seeing the glimpse of me. I start seeing the smiles that are different.
You're addicted to the possibilities?
I'm addicted to, yes, the fruition of the plant I'm sowing. Like, I'm feeding this plant. This was a seed. Like, and
yeah, you fall in love with the journey rather than,
yeah.
Because I'm assuming, like, there's not something, like, overarching outcome where you're like, I want to get here. No. And if you don't get here, you could be, like, disappointed. You're just, like, kind of enjoying the journey and the possibilities that come along with it.
Because everything changes. Like, a year ago, I was not here, right? A year ago, I was not here, and I was still trying to work out and doing it. So I started, like, creating. Now I'm, like, learning myself. I'm like definitely learning myself. I understand now. I had a big revelation with my best friend and my therapist of how I am possibly autistic and ADHD and what that actually means and how it gets put together. So once I reevaluated my entire life, once I went through my entire life, like the 30s. Images and pictures, like, I started to see, like, okay, this can be it. This is why I react this way. This is why I seek this. This is why I'm bad with money. I don't have a money problem. I have an emotional regulation problem. And since I'm seeking dopamine, I'm like, it makes me feel good that the house smells good. I'm going to buy 28 candles from Bed Bath & Body Works. Like, I'm going to redecorate my entire wall. Start it, never finish it, but I'm excited. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand why I did all that stuff. And once I gave myself the possibility, this could really be it. It opened up all kinds of doors, and it took some of the resentment out that I had inside. Like, I understood why he's that way. I understand why the kids are like this, why I've been like this. And you come into accepting. Like, it's hard. I accept that I didn't have all the answers. That
Yes.
shit's hard. Because I just want to know why. Why? I don't know.
We always wanted to know why as kids, literally the
Yeah, like,
entire
why?
time. Like, why?
Why?
Mom? Why,
But
Dad?
why?
Why? But why? But why? But
And
why?
when-
Why?
And when things don't make sense to us, like, I do believe that we try to find why. And we get lost in the search of the why instead of, like, figuring out that that is also an answer. If you have no answer, that's an answer. And, you know, like, so now I'm like, oh, my goodness. Since I'm on this journey, I started giving myself, like, all right, if I do this in a weight loss, I reward myself with this. Because now I understand that I work with rewards. I have to earn my reward. That also has to do with how I was raised. But
That's okay.
my sensory seeking self wants a win. So I lost 10 pounds, I get to buy myself this. I lost 20 pounds, I get to do this. If I lost 30 pounds, I started off at Planet Fitness because I purposely wanted to start there because I wanted to get out of there as soon as I could. So when...
Like, this is where all the fat people start.
Yeah.
No expectation.
I'm here. I started going to the gym close to my job off of Bullard and First. And super self-conscious. Like, I've never gone to the gym before.
Oh.
That's how I felt.
Funny.
Like, I've never gone to the gym before. Like, I don't belong here. And about a week into it, I was like, oh, I can do this. I can do this. People are starting to talk to me now. Maybe a month later, I start getting, like, attention from men. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, I wasn't used to it because I was so devoted and like, with my ex. I was like, what? What's going on? I didn't understand. And honestly, it's not like to toot my own home, but that gave me like that confidence. It started building up my confidence again. Like, other people are able to see something I couldn't see. Yeah. And I started losing weight. So once I hit my like 30-pound weight loss, I was like, now I get to get myself a different gym and I'm going to buy Beats.
That way I could talk to no one always.
Always, forever.
I gotta have the music.
Over the ear, please. Like, but I started like doing that for me. Every little milestone, I would do this. I would do that. So then I came to Trinity. That's how I found Trinity Gym.
Damn, I'm literally like this close to getting a freaking membership there now, I swear.
I mean, it's really has a lot of people now. Like, you know what I mean? They are opening another location, which is so beautiful. So Trinity Gym is more than a gym to me for that time period. It really, really helped me along the way. The atmosphere of Trinity is much different than a Planet Fitness atmosphere.
Yes. 1000%.
The people there are not mean.
I heard the owner is actually really, really, really cool.
Yes, Mr. Steven. Like, we
got to get him on one day.
He's really cool.
He's down the street.
Yeah, maybe you could do that. I love what he created. I love that the atmosphere he created, the people that go there. So once you start talking to these people, like, they motivate you.
Yes.
Yeah, and this was something that my little brother had told me. Karla, why are you going to Planet Fitness? Go to Iron Office. You're going to be amongst a different crowd, different people. I was like, bro, like, you're just bougie. You're just bougie, bro. Like, it's whatever. I'm trying to lose weight. Like.
Yeah, but they don't even have, like, a good AC system, so I don't know about bougie.
I mean, but that's what, like, I would tell them, because back then, $100+ for the gym membership, you got me messed up. Like, once again, I was not born rich. But
I love how you say that, because I definitely want to figure out like one of those things, because like as you talk about a lot of the transitions to new things, your jobs, your life, you're a gabber, like what is a dream that you maybe had as a child, you grew into wanting this, or something that was like maybe a job or an experience or something that was like, this could be something I could do and make a lot of money from?
Okay. Well, Since I am ADHD and always have been, I've always wanted to be everything.
Shit. I got you on that one, yeah.
Okay, I want to be an architect. I want to be a doctor. I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to have one child out of every continent in the world. I wanted to do it all. I wanted to be married. I want to do this. I constantly seek something. I think after a while, it became to be a lawyer and a doctor. I understand why I chose those when I was younger, though. We have a thing about protecting and fact-finding. You're effing lying. I could tell. You blinked twice. You did this. You're a liar. I'm a lawyer now. Like that, we have a thing for justice. Like, you're doing something wrong. Like, and that's why I chose that. The doctor was, I want to help. I just want to help. I want to help people. I want to help people. And I never truthfully got that because medical school is crazy. I did take medical classes. I was trying to get into that, but I was like, I can't do it.
Because of expenses or because
I felt like I couldn't sit down long enough to be able to learn. I have to work. I had a child right before my 20th birthday. I don't have the same luxuries that a lot of people could have, or I couldn't sacrifice as much as other people sacrifice at this point because I had to feed this one. Myself too, I guess, but I had to feed this one.
I feel you on that, yeah.
Yes.
So you never really got to take the opportunity to.
No.
So if you were able to, or someone knocked on your door like, hey, I'm going to give you time, money, and opportunity, what do you think that would be? What would you want that to be?
I would like to live in a country, another country, with my kids and learn to have peace. Like, I like comfort. All right, I do like comfort. I like to move around with ease. So if I want this, I want to be able to get this or buy this or fly me there or do this. I do like comfort. But I will give all of it up for peace and tranquility. Because to have the stability or the peace at home, whatever chaos happens, it doesn't really sway me like that because I have strength from within. So if people were to give me a lot of money, I'll buy a ranch.
You got to do something for it, though. What would you do?
What would I do?
What would you do?
I think I'd probably be a speaker. I never thought about it before, but...
Public speaker?
Yeah, like a speaker, maybe. Yeah, a public speaker.
Public speaker influence?
Yes. Or...
That goes to events?
Possibly.
Speaks her life, love,
yes.
passion, excitement, mental health.
Yes.
And then goes on to the next.
Yes.
And her minimum is $50,000 to get her to speak.
Minimum.
Yeah, that's how much I'm paying her for this
Absolutely. Session. This was $50,000. Okay. But I guess I've noticed that my gift of gab, from the insurance world to me loving my residents, I have been able to get close to strangers. I mean, strangers have started to invite me over to their baptism, their christenings, their weddings, and to their families' barbecues and carne asadas. And so
I'm trying to find a way where we can monetize like everything you've done in your life and figure out like
which is crazy. Yeah.
What is a dream goal for our girl? You know, that's why I like to do this podcast. That's why I like to have conversation with people and try to figure out, you know, like what you've been through in your life and what, you know, has changed you and your perspective and in getting through everywhere. Like, what would you at the end of the day like be excited with, happy with? And what if someone gave you an opportunity that, you know, you're just one person away? What would that be?
I would like to open up a center for autistic adults.
Bam.
I have thought about that one.
Damn. Let's go.
My children's they're only going to grow up. So for me, I'm going to unfortunately perish.
We all have to one time.
You know, I guess at
least one time in our life.
At least, you know, so I guess I'm heading there. So
you're a long ways, you're chilling.
I want to be able to know that my kids can just be normal adults. They can have They could cook for themselves, and they have little houses, and they could clean for themselves, and they can go outside and water their plants and walk their dogs. And I want to be able to give them homes. Someone could be around there just in case, because, you know, some of our folks like to elope. But that is something that I'm growing very passionate about. Autism, I am going to be an autism warrior saver. I will save everybody that has autism. I will go to everybody's IEP at school and be like, no, teacher, you're going to give him a fidget spinner. I will get you a fidget spinner. Like, I'm extremely passionate about autism. And
that's awesome.
The kids.
I love that. So we're going to have to, when the time comes, and of course I make my millions, we're going to have to reconvene and get that situated so we can develop a center.
Please, don't forget about the little people.
And it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a nonprofit, obviously, guys, but we're still going to be able to find you that money. What?
No,
I just love that because the last conversation I was having with my friend, she was talking about an orphanage and then also dog rescue. Yeah. I said, bam, the first orphanage dog rescue.
Yes.
Named the KP, what do we call it? The KP shelter or something like that. So I was like, and right next door,
we have the TISM Center.
The TISM Center, Karla's TISM Center.
No, we're going to have like a whole neighborhood.
Actually.
Yeah, a whole neighborhood. Like
with orphans, puppies,
imagine!
And the TISM children. Everyone.
We're going to have so much fun.
Adults, actually.
Adults. Basically, like that's what I strive for. Like to be able to have my kids just be normal. If they want to have a job, please have a job. If you know, just to stimulate them with life, and that becomes having a house. Be responsible. Do this, do that. So.
Yeah, you gotta do the average day to day, whatever it takes to be a part of like a working society and type honestly, thing, and like, then the rest is up to you.
Yes, and honestly, like our average day to day, the things that we just see so mundane and. I'll tell you, because I hate folding clothes.
Laundry's a bitch.
I hate folding clothes, but that mundane, that the things we take for granted, like the shit we have to do, is something that they can't do sometimes. Not because they're physically incapable, it's because they get overwhelmed, overstimulated, that seeing this on the table might just set them off. Like, you know what I mean? So understanding that people are different and different things trigger them in a different way, right? So if they're able to do mundane stuff, we already got over so many hurdles. Like, and that's a blessing in its own.
Hell yeah. I love
yes.
Guys, take some advice as you listen, and then you go home today, or you could be in the car, you could already be at home, you know, and you're listening to this or watching it, and you think about your daily life and how easy it's been. Okay? This woman's been through so much. And maybe so much more. Or so much better. The goal is always...
Please positive. Please so positive. Please positive. Please. Please.
Please. I can't go through much more.
Why would I? No more negatives.
No more.
Life is life. I understand.
Life is life.
Life is life.
You can't let life outlife you.
No, you can't. I mean, it's part of life.
That is.
It's part of life.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate having you here. I appreciate finding a new friend.
Thank you.
I appreciate the fact that I feel like because of you, I'm going to be going to Trinity. Like, I came from another gym and they let me go, and I hadn't gone to another gym since then, and I just been like, I don't know, where do I want to go? Yeah. And I can't take my clients, or I could take my clients to Trinity if I really wanted to.
You
but
can.
The people there, and they were saying
they have a really good culture for that.
They might be busy, but like
I actually have 4 memberships right now for gym.
Let me guess: GB3, Valley, Trinity, and what is the last one? I want to say Iron Office could be it.
I have Iron Office, I have Trinity, and I have GB3. I don't have Valleys, but I won a 1 year's membership at Express Fitness off of Shields and Brawley. Everybody go there, okay? Everybody go there. Tom Karla set you.
Hell yeah. Do you have any last words for us here today?
Every time things get hard, just keep going.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep going.
Just keep swimming.
One day at a time, one thing at a time. Find yourself an outlet.
Hell yeah, that's good advice, actually. Finding an outlet is tough.
Yes, it is.
Finding
especially
an
when
outlet.
you're not, they haven't taught you. that you have that tool. You can use it and use it. Find an outlet.
Find an outlet, guys. Don't bottle it up.
No. Don't
And one
bottle
step
it up.
at a time.
Yes.
This has been Thick Fit Karla. Everybody, let's give a round of applause.
Pleasure's all mine. Pleasure's all mine.
Hell yeah. Let's chow down on this food, and I'm going to steal your signature.
Oh, okay. Steal
Hell
it.
yeah. Everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you
Soon.
Maybe for the next season. Yeah. Stay tuned.